Hey, what's going on, y'all? Listen, everybody. Today we are interviewing a former OnlyFans girl, OnlyFans model, a former very successful OnlyFans model who she left OnlyFans to now make passive income with AI, with specifically with AI trading. Now, for those of y'all know, I've interviewed several people that are a part of our AI trading community, people that are making literally every single month making thousands of dollars. I've interviewed people that are in the community that are making up to that made 15,000 their first month, 10,000 their first month, 5,000 their first month. But now we're going to be bringing on Gabby on here. Now, that being said, those of y'all who watched the other testimonies and y'all been asking for access to the same AI trading that she's utilizing to make passive income, if you're on Instagram, just comment Gabby. Just down. Yeah, if you're on Instagram, comment Gabby. If you're on YouTube or LinkedIn, all you need to do is click the link in the description so that way you can get discounted access. And so, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Make sure y'all got y'all questions ready. We got a bunch of questions that some of y'all pre-submitted. We're gonna go through some of those questions. But that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So, Gabby, thank you so much for being on here. Appreciate you not just for coming on to help people and put people on this, just this money making opportunity of passive income, but also thank you for coming on and really being vulnerable. Because like I told some of y'all on YouTube, those of y'all on Instagram might not know, like this is very vulnerable for her. Where I've known Gabby actually for a few years, and the reason why we started late is because she actually had to block a lot of people because this is something that we're going to talk about her story as to why it is not something she was proud of. We'll get into it. So yeah. So again, y'all, we'll go ahead and get started. All right. So first,
Thank you for having me, actually.
look, y'all thank Gabby in the chat. Like, thank her in the chat. Encourage her in the chat. All of that for her coming on here, being able to put everybody on. So Gabby, so you were making good money with OnlyFans, and I believe at one point it was like $20,000 or $30,000 a month or something like that. So what?
More.
Yeah, more. My bad. More than that. And so now, what made you what made you say like, "Yo, I can't do this anymore"?
Actually, it's a funny story
I'm
because
sorry. Let me ask the question together in one shot. So you're making good money with OnlyFans, a lot of money, over $30,000 a month. So what made you come to the terms and say like, "Yo, I can't do this anymore"?
it wasn't for me. It's definitely like everything else, you have to really like what you do. And it wasn't for me. I actually lasted a period of 6 months. And after that, I was like, I cannot see this anymore. I went into a deep depression, and I disappeared from the world for a whole year after that. So in that whole year, I was rethinking, like, I've been wanting so much this income, this stability, and now I have it. So
Yeah.
why I'm not happy? And I could take care of my family back home. That was the main goal. And in my mind, it's like, I actually don't feel right. I feel worse than when I didn't have the money. So I start. Also, I think something that was harder for me. Oh, it ended the life on a G.
Yeah, that's weird. All right. Okay, cool. I guess we'll just continue on here then. No big
Oh,
deal.
because I think we cannot mention.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, you can't do that. Oh, I
no.
didn't know that. Okay, cool. All right. So also let me put this disclaimer out there so that way YouTube don't shut down as well. Listen, y'all. So obviously we are talking about making passive income with AI. One disclaimer that I have to make: this is a requirement by the SEC that we cannot make any promises or guarantees when it comes to trading. That everything we're talking about is historical data. So we're going to talk about how much money members have made in the past. We're going to talk about how much money members have made who I've interviewed, like Herman, who I interviewed, where he made about 14,000 his first month, and Virgil that made about 16,000 his first month. And then other people that have made 15,000, 16, excuse me, 15, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. It varies month after month. That being said, we can't make guarantees or promises. So YouTube, don't take this video down the way that Instagram just took us down. YouTube, don't delete my YouTube. We're just out here trying to help people make some passive income with AI. But that being said, y'all, so
That's
look,
all.
y'all, hopefully YouTube don't take us down. But that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it, or continue getting into it. So Gabby, so you were mentioning how, so you mentioned how obviously like it was something you did for roughly 6 months, and then you disappeared for a year. It was really like very heavy on you, and but you mentioned that it was something that was helping you be able to take care of your family
No,
back
for
home.
sure. I
Yeah.
cannot complain about the income. So what in that year that I was gone, basically it just made me think like I don't want fast income. I want stability. I want sustainable freedom, something sustainable freedom where I feel good with myself and having a income who is and still have freedom, because something that I think is so appealing to every person who is in the industry is the freedom. You can do whatever you want, and you are gonna make so much money, more than anybody could imagine. So that was the appealing part, sorry. But after, I was like, I actually don't want this. Back in Venezuela, I used to study two careers at the same time, so I knew that I wanted to be something. Thanks to you, tech was something that really came to my mind, besides my brother who was already studying there. And then I discovered AI, Air Profits AI, who changed my life forever, because that money that income that I gained from OnlyFans, I just invested it there. And I already invested a little money before in different investments.
Mhm.
I lost it all. I lost it all. Different investment, real estate, things that you will never imagine you will have risk if they have risks. So I still have part of my money where it was like, something I heard once was scared money doesn't make no money.
Exactly.
So I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna keep trying. Once I
Yeah.
started with trading TradePilot, I was changed my life. It just changed my life. Now the fact that my money is making so much money by itself, thanks to this AI tool.
That's amazing. I
It
love it. I
just
love
changed my
it.
life. It makes me feel like, okay, I feel so good about myself. I feel so good. I still having freedom, sustainable freedom. And also, I don't feel behind, because I feel that everybody is scared about the future right now.
Mhm.
And the future right now is,
Yeah.
okay, AI
All
just
right,
take.
wait. You getting too far
I don't
ahead.
want to go there.
You getting too far ahead. We're gonna get to that in a
I'm
second.
sorry.
We're gonna get to that in a second. Yeah, guys. So shouts out to King. He says, I know she making bank investing that money into AI profit. Yeah, definitely. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get to some other questions. But that being said, I know it's a few people that are here in the chat that are actually that are a part of the actual trading community. So I want to shout out a few different people who are here in the chat right now. Where let me make this adjustment real quick. A few of y'all that are here in the chat that have been making some good money. So literally, these were the wins today. So these are examples of some of the profits. So as y'all can see, we had members today. This is just today. Members today making $2,800. Literally, members today making about $3,200, $7,200, not $7,200, excuse me, $1,700, and a lot of y'all. So shouts out to y'all for y'all rocking with us. Shouts out to y'all for the money y'all have made, just allowing passive income to happen with the AI. So this is just kind of a screen recording that I did of some of the wins for just a few of the members, and also a lot of y'all last week were able to make between $3,000 and $5,000 completely passive. So again, shouts out to y'all, for the money y'all making and for y'all sharing y'all screenshots, sharing y'all testimonies with us. And so that being said, let's go ahead and get back. Oh, my bad. It took us. I'll remove that off stage. Put us back on stage. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Super cool. All right, thank you. Somebody said this information is dope. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, so look, we're going to go ahead and jump back into it and continue on. So, Gabby, let's talk a little bit about you leaving Venezuela and coming to America. So, take us back. You left Venezuela. You came to America. What was that like, and what did that season in life teach you?
being a hustler.
Yeah.
Consistency, resilience. It teaches you so much that somebody who has a struggle before just can't explain you.
Yeah.
When I came here in United States, it's like I came to the perfect country
Yeah.
where
How long ago did you come to the United States?
I've been here
And
for
like,
7 years.
okay, 7 years, 7 years.
7 years so far.
And okay, and did you learn how to speak English like before, or how did you learn how to
No,
speak
I
English and all that?
actually came, I was 19 years old, 20, recently turned 20. I came with $500 in my pockets and no money. And no English, sorry, no English. I couldn't speak no one word. I came here like, okay, now what I do? Super improvise, super mess. But in 3 months I could learn English, thank God. Like I still make mistakes, I still have this accent, but it's something that we practice and listening
Yeah.
and being corrected by other people. I going to get to the point where I'm going to speak perfectly. So
Yeah. Yeah.
far I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
So yes, it is
Yes.
just learning a new language, working, trying to figure out my life here is something that got me prepared to not be scared in investing, not being scared on living it up, because I feel that some people is so scared of everything that is new,
Mm-hmm.
and then they are left behind. And I was like, this is not happening to me. This is not
Yeah.
happening to me. I'm not going to be left behind again. And
Yeah.
since I already experienced a instability, economical, financial instability in my country, knowing that everything can change in a second, I always was worried about finding something that give me
Yeah.
stability, that is not gonna go away. That
Mhm.
doesn't matter what happens, I have an income. So trading AI was that I
Yeah.
was praying for, honestly.
And I know, let me know in the chat how many of you have experience when it comes to yeah, somebody says shouts out to her English. Yeah,
Thank
completely
you.
self taught English speaker.
Thank you so
Literally
much.
amazing. And so let me know in the chat how many of you all have done trading before. Like how many of you have done trading either for yourself or you've been a part of some trading community. Let us know in the chat. And Gabby, can you tell them, because I like, have you obviously right now with what we're doing with TradePilot AI for yourself, for all the members, including myself, we're all making money passively with the AI doing the trades for us. That being said, how familiar were you with trading before this? Had you done trading before? And what, like, if so, what was different about that then versus what's happening now?
I indeed did trading before. I It's hard. That's what people don't understand. The fact that trade pilot, sorry, is such a simplicity. It's such a blessing because trading is the hardest thing. It's the hardest skill you can learn. It's not easy. And it takes so many years to get to the point where you actually make money. So those traders that you see online, they are not making money. They
Yeah,
are
yeah,
using you to make money, selling the course.
yeah,
So when you have a tool, AI tool that makes that risk so low, that give you that certain, that is so certain, is looking for the perfection. It's looking it's looking to make you money. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like the same way we go to ChatGPT to ask why I'm feeling this way, am I sick? Imagine an AI tool that is trying to do everything possible to make you money. So somebody who already knew how to trade and seeing this is like, wow. I was in trading communities before. In trading communities, they will take 50% of your money. They will plus the initial service, the payment, description, and you have to do all the work. You have to do all the
oh
work.
yeah, yeah, because you have to
It's-
manually keep up with the
You
trade
have to
signals
manually
and all that
do
stuff.
the trades. You have to manually do everything. It's a job. It's not trading pilot. Trade pilot is a tool that tells you. Don't worry about anything. We take care of that.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's passive income. Trading communities is amazing. If you want to be a trader, amazing.
Yeah,
I'm studying right now AI engineering, and I don't have the time to be trading.
yeah,
I love the income from trading. I love everything about trading, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So the fact that I have this income coming here passively, and I can have a regular life. I think it's every trader dream actually.
yeah, 100%, 100%. So, so I see a few people in the chat say that they've done trading before. They've done trading themselves, and so yeah, y'all. That's one of the wonderful things that I love about TradePilot. I mean, that's really the main thing. There's a lot of different factors about TradePilot, but one of the things that is the most important aspect is that it's 100% passive, meaning that you don't have to follow signals, you don't have to learn trading, you don't have to literally you don't have to do anything. Like members are onboarded, and our team members connect your brokerage to our AI trading software, and then the trades happen automatically. Now the thing is though is that the sooner people join, the more money they can make. For example, today I showed y'all the screenshots, screen recordings. Today most members made between $1,700 and $3,200. So unfortunately, today was one of those days. Gabby wasn't able to make any money because
Because I
those
took too
people,
long.
yeah, those people basically got set up sooner, so they made money from older trades that our software had put them into. So it's one of those things where the sooner you join, the more money you're able to make, and it obviously is able to compound over time. But Gabby's definitely got some good wins in as well. Somebody said Cyrus drinking some tea before he goes to Brazil. That's hilarious. That's somebody that knows me, because not too many people know I'm going to Brazil next week. But yeah, y'all look. That's the beautiful thing about it, is that it's 100% passive, and it's just been dope. It's dope. Now, of course, again, like I said, there's every month it fluctuates. So there'll be one month where most members have made $10,000 to $15,000 that month. And then there'll be another month where members will make $3,000 to $5,000 that month. This month already, since the beginning of February to now, most members have made between $4,500 and $8,000. So $4,500 to $8,000 in profit in literally just the past, not even 2 weeks. It's been a week and a, well, I guess, yes, about to be 2 weeks. It's almost 2 weeks, really a week and a half. And so almost $8,000 for some people, at the low end, 4,500, depending on like when members had gotten their accounts connected to our software. And so like there's nowhere else where you're gonna make real passive income like that. And I want to be clear, the way that it's set up is that members are just paying now just $1,000 a month. So they're paying $1,000 a month to make $4,000 to $8,000 some months, or other months $10,000 to $15,000. And so it's something that's unheard of, and that's why we're incredibly excited to be doing this. And that's why we've been loving all the people that have been able to join. Literally, while I was sitting here, I literally got an alert. Somebody joined. It's probably somebody that's here in the chat. Somebody that's here in the chat probably joined, because I know so anyway, my bad. That being said, yeah, for those of y'all that are interested, somebody else probably got ahead of me. Literally, the link is right above. It's pinned. It should be pinned, or if you don't see the link, it's also in the description. And that's a link for you to go ahead and schedule an onboarding with one of our team members. Now, of course, we're going to answer questions here. Gabby's going to answer some questions. We're going to talk to her a little bit more about her story. I see somebody said, can they ask her a question? Yeah, guys, y'all can ask questions. Y'all can ask questions. Of course, be respectful, all of that, but feel free to ask ask whatever questions. One thing about Gabby has very tough skin. She's a sweetheart. She's very soft, very feminine. But Gabby also is like, she has tough skin. She's a no nonsense type of girl. And so, but again, that's partially because her coming to America by herself, not knowing English, only $500 in her pocket, a 20-year-old girl. And some things about her story that she didn't get to share. She literally worked as a cleaner, and then she was hustling and bustling as a cleaner. She went through a lot of drama with that. Eventually, she had done some type of bartending work. And so she did a lot of things while she was learning English and learning American culture all by herself. And so that gave her a certain level of tough skin and understanding how to navigate the world. And so yeah, so Gabby, so happy for your story. Happy that you're here. Happy for for the money that you're making now, being able to make passively with AI. And so we're gonna get to the questions. But right before we get to the questions, I'm going to share, because I know I saw a couple people earlier were asking like, yo, Cyrus, can you show some other testimonials? Show people that are other people that are making money or been making money with this AI. So I'll go ahead and share this. I was trying to pull this up earlier. And so this is just 60 seconds of different people that were making anywhere between $10,000 to $30,000. Oh, y'all can't hear the audio? My bad. Oh, dang, Gabby, you should have said something.
No, I'm like, it is on purpose.
That's hilarious. Yeah, my bad, guys. So yeah, my bad. I thought y'all could hear the audio. So I tried to test it out earlier. Yeah, so basically this guy, he made 15,000. He was just showing he was showing the screen recordings. Because while I was interviewing him, somebody said, they were like, man, no, show the screen. And so he pulled it up and showed it. It was like, hey, I'm moving my screen so y'all can see it's real. All of that. And then this next guy, he hoped he was only gonna make 2,000. He ended up making $14,000 his first month. And this guy over here, he literally made roughly about 30,000. It's the most so far that we've seen happen. Now, mind you, these are some of the highest, biggest numbers. On the low end, there have been a couple months where it was just $3,000 being made or $4,000 being made. And so either way, it's amazing profits. But I do want to be clear. I don't ever try to make it seem like, yo, every month it's 20,000. I'll tell you what it is. Every month is 100% passive income.
Exactly. And remember, no investment is guaranteed return, and definitely not this fast. I have rental car before. Oh my God. If you want to have a headache, how about a rental car business? High risk, low reward. So believe me, this is the safest, more guarantee I ever seen in a business. I done many businesses before. So
we're gonna get back into Gabby's her story in a second. I got a few more questions for you, Gabby, but before we do that, I want to acknowledge a few different comments y'all have dropped. So and again, y'all, if I don't get to your question or your comment, feel free to post it again. That just might mean I didn't see it. So I see someone asking how much, what did you say? What is the capital into the account to be able to make 4,000? So there's no set amount to say, oh, you'll make 4,000 if you have this much in your account. So I'll give you all the breakdown as to how it works. Everyone needs to have their account funded at a recommended $15,000. Now I know some of you are like, whoa, I don't have $15,000. That's totally fine. We actually have financing. So we can get you $15,000 and literally wire you the $15,000 to put into your account. And so that way you can fund your account. Literally, there are plenty of people who've done. I almost want to show on my screen. I have their names marked out. I could show y'all, but I ain't trying to do that. So if you're someone where you're like, yo, I don't have 15,000 to fund my account, totally fine. We're able to help you out. And so that being said, the recommended is 15 to 20,000 to fund into your account. Those are the people that are seeing the biggest wins. They're seeing the biggest wins. Those are the people that, the $10,000 months, $15,000 months, $8,000 months. Now, what we don't accept, we don't accept you if you're putting anything less than 10,000 in your account. The reason why is because the way our software works, it works at different levels. Like basically where your how much you have your account funded for, it trades everybody that has between 10,000 and 20,000 in their account relatively the same. And then we have higher tiers. There are people that 50,000 in their account. And there have been people that have been asking in the future for us to open up a version where they could put $100,000 into their account. And so that being said, you say to be able to make $4,000, the people that made up to $3,000 today, they have that $15,000, that roughly $15,000 in their account. They all have between 10,000 and 20,000 in their account. So yeah, good question. And also I saw someone mention something about a hedge fund. Yes, we don't do a hedge fund anymore. So y'all, that's actually great news that I haven't shared online. The way we used to operate, we used to do a 40-60 profit split, meaning that the person who y'all saw where he said, hey, I made $15,000 profit, we invoiced him for $6,000 and he paid us $6,000. So he got $15,000, but then he immediately had to pay $6,000. And that's how it was for everybody. We decided against that. We thought about it as a team and we said, you know what? We would rather, because all of my business partners, and this is something Gabby knows, all of us are very successful outside of this. We didn't start this to make a bunch of money. It's making a bunch of money. It's going to make a bunch of money because we're making people money. But we decided to remove the rev share, move the profit share. And we said, hey, we're just going to charge $1,000 a month. That's it. So meaning that the people that made $3,000 today, we're not invoicing them for that. The people that made $3,000 to $5,000 last week, they don't get invoiced for that. It's just a set $1,000. So far, members have made $4,500 to $8,000 this month. And so again, we're not even at the halfway point. So there's a huge potential that this could be a $20,000, $25,000 month, and all they have to pay is $1,000. And so again, we did it because we know that people that are keeping all of their money are just going to be happier. They're just going to be happier, and we want people happy.
We are happy.
Exactly. And just to be real, the reason why we want everybody happy is because the happier everybody is, the more they're going to put their friends on, their family. The more, we're going to have more testimonials and stuff because people are keeping all of their money. Go ahead, Gabby.
And this is, as somebody, again, that had businesses before, when you're trying to make a business and turning a passive income business, you always have to pay 50%. Always. In the car rental business that I had, it was 50% for the person who was booking, who was doing everything. This is the only business that has such a low risk, high reward, and also you just pay 1K a month. That's not known before. And the 1K is maintenance for the software to get improved and make it better for us. So that has to say everything. When they decided to just do 1K for us, that's when I realized they actually are thinking about us, about the clients, because they could be sharks and being like, hey, 50-50 and that's it. But honestly, now I saw the difference and oh my God, it's amazing because we cannot guarantee, or they cannot guarantee, the income because it's trading, it's volatile. But the fact that TradePilot made it so low risk and made it so profitable, it just believe me, it's so I something that I can recommend to people has to be this, because other businesses, like I said, I lost over hundreds of thousands of dollars in businesses, and this is the only one that I feel like, okay, this is actually the best investment I ever done.
Yeah. Now I love it so much. I love it so very much. And so, I see a comment. Godzilla says, I'm sure there were months where there was no profit. Yeah, Godzilla. So great point. So November and December were very dead zone months for us. where it was like not really much profit. Like it wasn't any profit for us to celebrate. It was very low. So guess what we did? We didn't charge members between November and January. So between November and January, and I want to be clear, there were profits in January, but because there were not huge profits, or there wasn't significant profits, we didn't charge members between November and we gave members 3 months for free, 3 months access for free.
That's
And
integrity.
yeah. And the reason why we did that is because we are blessed, myself and my business partners, we're blessed that we're in a position where we don't need money. Like, we're not needy for money. We're very successful. I'm very successful in the tech industry. My other business partner, he's a multimillionaire. He's successful and he's built his own other AI technology that he's had for many, many years. And then one of our other leaders, he's a millionaire from trading. So God blessed us and put us in a position where when we had a season where we're like, okay, there's not much movement in the market and members weren't making enough money for us to feel comfortable charging them anything, let alone 40% of what they were making, we just said, okay, we're not going to charge them until the market, everything, is back to what it needs to be. And so now, mind you, I want to be clear, the way our software works is options. So we make money whether the market is going down or the market is going up. But if the market is a little kind of stagnant, you're not going to be making that much money. And that's really what happened. Yeah, so really great point. A definitely great point. But of course, we made sure we looked out for members. And so that being said, let's go ahead and get back to it. So I got a couple more questions for you, Gabby. Now, at what point, because I know you have friends, you have colleagues that are in the OF space still. People that own OF agencies, people that are making, or at least at one point were making millions of dollars a month or hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. And so what is something that you realize as to how AI is impacting both the OnlyFans space as well as other industries in general? Like, what is something that you notice with that when it comes to AI and how that relates to just careers overall?
The main alarming situation with AI in OnlyFans when it started these AI models, and at the beginning it was just more like a joke because they didn't look real. But we have to remember that AI updates every 7 months, and now we can think about. I don't know if you guys remember when this first Will Smith video eating spaghetti when AI started was so blurry and so crazy, and the one comparing to the one they came out in 2026 is perfect. So right now, is so many AI models that look exactly like me,
Yeah.
and so many agencies. Agencies are, I know one that they make $1 million monthly, and they decided to drop all the real models and they created all AI models.
What?
Yes. And the best part is that it's two ways. Either you create this avatar as you like, or you just pay somebody for the rights for their image. So mind you, is girls selling the rights for $100, $200. So you take 50 pictures in different angles, different clothing, and they buy it, and that's it. They create everything. They copy. They do completely everything. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
Also, you can sell
Who
your voice. So yes, yes,
they
you
can
sell.
sell their voice?
You can sell your voice, and they just buy it and they use it. So that way, it's so real. It's so real. They do everything. They can do everything. It's so
Whoa.
many AIs that are so real that you guys are seeing it scrolling, and people is like, oh, you look beautiful, and da da da,
Yeah, the
and
guys think they're real. I've
they,
seen them.
and they
They're not
don't
even real.
know, because some of them are really really good, and some of
Yeah.
them have a real voice. They don't have a robotic voice, and it's because it's actually a person that sold their rights for $100.
Wow.
So mind you, if an agency split it a 50-50 40, 50, whatever is the deal they have with the model. Now for $100 they have everything is just profits. Yeah.
Wow.
So many agencies are doing this. Also, there's more platforms than OnlyFans that they are made for AI models.
Mm.
Yes, and they are really really big platforms just like OnlyFans. So once I start seeing this, and it was like, okay, this is actually taking over. It's taking over. I'm not saying that some they are not gonna use normal creators anymore. They will, but now you have more competition. But some girls are actually leveraging from AI. They use it for themselves. They are at home all day and they just do AI to do everything. So in this case, I just thought, okay, either you get scared of AI or you leverage from AI.
Yeah.
So according to your question, like everything in any other um, space, working space is happening. Right now, I live in Miami. You see this self-driving car everywhere.
Yeah. Hmm.
Everywhere. It's like every day you pass and they are testing it in this area where I live in Midtown, and you see them every day, and then you see that UPS laid off 30,000 people.
Yeah.
So those things made me think like, oh, either you use and leverage from AI or you're getting cooked. Like
Yeah.
it's no in
Exactly.
between. And honestly,
Exactly.
I don't want to be scared all my life. Like, I'm studying right now. In 5 years, AI is gonna study himself. It's gonna solve himself problems. I don't
Hmm.
want to be thinking about things like that.
Yeah.
So using TradePilot, this tool is like, okay, I'm using AI to make me money. So
Yes.
I'm not falling behind. I'm never gonna be scared of what is gonna happen next. What is the future?
Yeah.
And that's the reality. If it is in a industry like OnlyFans, where men go, not just men, people go to look for connection,
Hmm.
affection, and they are choosing AI models.
Yeah.
It says a lot about any other workspace.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah, because that is a space, because a space where men are seeking connection. Like at the end of the day, men want to feel that it's real, even if they're going to a girl that they don't know and it's an OF model. They want to feel a connection. That's really what it is. It's a lot of men that are very lonely and they're looking for some type of connection, whether something that feels sexual or something that feels romantic. And the fact that, like you said, the fact that they're able to choose, some of these men are choosing AI over real women is showing how good the technology is getting. It's getting
exactly.
so good, or it is so good, that in many cases it's even better, a better performer than
Hmm.
real life women are. And so that's really saying something. That's really saying, that's exactly why we created this, is because, like you mentioned, with all the layoffs that are happening. Look, y'all, I mean, let me know in the chat how many of y'all have heard the quote that says AI isn't going to replace jobs. It's the people that are going to learn AI that are going to replace jobs. Let me know in the chat if you heard that quote from Elon Musk or from Sam Altman or from Jensen Huang, all of these leaders. I'm going to tell y'all straight up. Oh, someone said the live is not working on IG. So it shut down. Instagram took it down because we were mentioning, probably because we were mentioning OnlyFans and probably because we were mentioning trading. And so it literally took it down. There's certain
It's
buzzwords you can't
100% for
really.
OnlyFans. It's
She said it's 100%
100%.
for
Totally
OnlyFans.
free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's why I got taken off of Instagram. But that being said, so I see a lot of yeses in the chat. Yeah, guys. So we all see the layoffs that are happening. I'm gonna tell y'all, they're lying. They're straight up lying when they say that, oh, AI isn't going to replace jobs. The reason why they say that is because they know that if they admit that it's going to replace jobs too soon, people will protest in the streets. People will protest. It will hurt their businesses. Their investors won't be able to support them because it'll just look bad. So they have to lie and say, oh, it's not going to replace jobs. It's the person that's using it that's gonna. And notice how it's a dual benefit. They lie because one, it keeps people from protesting. And like
Exactly.
someone said in the comments, it keeps people from panicking and the
Mm-hmm.
domino effect. The second reason why they lie, notice what they say. They say the person using it is going to replace you. The second reason it benefits them because now guess what happens? Now people say, oh, I need to download your AI tool. I need to pay for your AI tool so I can use AI. So it protects them from getting criticized publicly. And two, it gets them more people using their AI tools, which increases their valuation of their business. So I'm telling y'all, they are straight lying. They all know this. The government knows this and they know it. And so that being said, something's coming down the pipeline called universal basic income. Let me know in the chat if you've heard of universal basic income. Another term for it is UBI, which is the acronym. Universal basic income. It's a modern. Basically it's terminology for saying everybody's going to be put on government assistance. Everybody. They've been talking about universal basic income even before the AI boom happened. Please look it up, y'all. If anybody knows anything about me, I love people fact checking. Look
Same.
this up. You will see they've been talking about this for 10 years. They've been planning this for 10 years. So what's about to happen in the next, I got to see a few people in the chat saying, yes, I've heard about it. Yep. Someone said, yep, basically worldwide assistance. Exactly. And if anyone knows anything about government assistance, anything about, government housing, food stamps, any of that stuff, that is poverty. It's code word for just poverty is what it is. So we're going to see global poverty that's going to happen. And the only people that are going to be wealthy is going to only be people that own those businesses, are executives of those businesses, are government officials, because their government officials are always going to make sure that they're straight. And then the fourth person is going to be the people who have investments into those businesses. And that is why we created TradePilot AI, because we realized, okay, I have a team of engineers, a team of AI engineers at that. I'm like, I see everyone talking about trading this, trading that, and trading is really just an algorithm. It's a predictive algorithm. And so we were blessed to be able, with our amazing engineers, and all of our engineers have trading backgrounds, we were able to build out technology that's able to look at what's be able to follow the market, follow the trends. And then we have a team of traders behind the scenes. They're 7-figure earners, where they're able to look at the predictions that our AI is making. And if they give the green light, then it does those trades automatically for everybody across the board. That's why everybody's making so much money, and it's been so dope. And so that being said, the whole purpose of this is to protect people in the future. So that way you have real income coming in, whether you're working, whether you're sick, whether you're on vacation, no matter what's going on, you have real true passive income that's coming in for you. And so anyway, that being said, I saw someone in the chat earlier saying that the link wasn't working for them. Yeah, so I would say make sure you're using the Chrome browser. The Chrome browser on your phone is the best browser to use for it. It might work for Safari, but I would recommend trying Chrome. So when you use the link, just copy it, go to the Chrome browser, and then try to your Chrome browser, Google browser, or just some other browser. And it should definitely work for you. Because I just clicked on it myself and it worked when I clicked on it. For those of y'all that don't see the link, it's pinned. It's pinned at the top of the chat. And also y'all can see it in the description on both YouTube and LinkedIn. All right, we're going to get to a couple of these questions, and then I'm going to ask Gabby a couple more questions, and then we're going to wrap up. So I see a few of y'all know about UBI. That's cool. So someone said, yes, I've heard of UBI. They tried it in a few cities. Most people who tried it abused it, got it. Exactly. That's what happens. Unfortunately, and I'm not trying to make it sound political, but in many cases, that's what happens when we try to have the government take care of us entirely, is that you have some people that abuse it, other people that underuse it, and it's just something that creates a lot of chaos in many cases. So, all right, what else we talking about? We say that, let's see other comments. All right. Yeah, someone said, yep, it will cause a panic and domino effect. Yeah, if they told the truth, it will cause a huge panic. We will see riots. It will be insane. Insane. All right, let's see. Brandon says, they've been talking about it for a long time. I don't think it's coming. Yeah, no, Brandon, it's definitely coming. So they've talked about it for a long time. It's not it hasn't came yet because people still have jobs. Like there are still jobs, still careers, all of that. But we all see 30,000 people laid off, 50,000. Now, mind you, layoffs have always happened. The difference now is that when these companies hire, they're not hiring in the same quantity number. So what happens is that they're doing huge layoffs. When they start to hire again, they'll lay off 50,000 people. When they hire again, they'll hire 30,000. And then they'll lay off 35,000. When they hire again, they're hiring 20,000. And so it's gradually, it's like shrinkflation is essentially is what it is. But when it comes to the job market, so it keeps the illusion of hiring and firing is still happening, but the hiring is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. So yeah, right now there's no need for universal basic income. So yeah, they wouldn't introduce it mass, because why would they introduce it mass? It wouldn't make sense. It's so that's one of the solutions. And also I want to be clear, there are other options being discussed. So let me backtrack. I'm not saying universal basic income is guaranteed to happen. I'm saying that that's one of the options they are considering, because what is going to happen is AI is taking over everything. So Brandon, let me clarify myself. What is going to happen is AI technology is taking over everything. It's just a matter of time, depending on what you're doing, that is going to come for that industry or space. And that's why we're like, hey, let's just get way ahead of the curve. Let AI work for us and make us money. So no matter what happens, we're good. We're straight. We're making six figures off of AI. And depending on how much your account is funded for, you could be making seven figures. I'm literally doing a training tomorrow with our, not a training, but I'm doing a live session tomorrow with our members, showing them how they can get to be making $1 million a year with TradePilot if over time they increase how much their account is funded for. And so I'm actually doing that tomorrow evening, breaking that down for everybody. All right, anyway, that being said, Troy says, so you no longer have the lower tier that included the academy, making manual trades. Yeah, so we still have that, Troy. I don't promote that because you're not going to make a lot of money from it. Just to be frank, just me personally, I don't care to promote something that's not going to be a significant impact for people. I don't like promoting stuff where I'm like, oh, it'll help you a little bit. It'll help you. It's like, for what? Like, why do you want to manually trade? Why do you want to do something to where at the end of the week, you're going to look up and be happy that you made $150, hopefully? Like, what is that about? No, we're talking thousands. People today made $1,700 to $3,200. Last week, $4,500. My bad. Last week, $2,500 to $5,000. Like we're talking like money that really matters, not money where you can order something off of DoorDash at the end of the week. We're talking money where your bills are paid, your car note is paid. If you lose your job, if you're sick, if you're on vacation,
generational wealth.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. And I'm not trying to downplay what you want to do. I'm just telling y'all that's my heart. My heart, like no one's gonna come to me and say, Cyrus, you changed my life because you helped me make an extra $100 a week. You know, and it might sound egotistical, but I love that. I love when people come to me and say, Cyrus, wow, thank you I'm so grateful I signed up for this. You know, this is making me an extra $5,000, $10,000 a month. That's the stuff I want to hear. You know, and so yeah, we do still have that one, but in my opinion, I ain't gonna say it's a waste of time because that's just me. I know other people are fine with just $100. Let me know in the chat. Are y'all fine with $100 a week? Or are you like, no, I want some real money? Like, let me know in the chat. Maybe
I just think that for do that, just work in the job that you have, invest the most possible in TradePilot, in fund your account really high, so that time you are actually profiting 4,000 a month, 4 or more. Sometimes some months are 14,000. So if you actually just don't wanna work, like you don't wanna have your job anymore, right now work the most you can, save that money and fund your account in 20K, 30K, and you're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be completely comfortable. If you live a modern life, for example, I'm not a big spender, so I could live with that amount of money. I just have a family to take care of back home. But if I could, I completely would be like, okay, I don't started to do anything else. I don't have, but I suggest you work, make money, invest it there. With
Yeah.
15, 20, you're gonna be perfect.
Definitely. Yeah. So and I see a few people being like, hey, what's the investment? So one, it depends on how much you want to make. And two, we have financing. So all you need to do is just click the link. It's really short. It just asks you a couple. One of the questions, it just asks your name, phone number, email, and then I believe the last question, it just asks you how much do you want to make. And so you choose how much you want to make, and that lets our team know, like, okay, they're able to set you up for success when it comes to that, and kind of give you the breakdown as to what it takes to make that much. And then if one, you have the cash, you can go ahead and use your cash to get started. If you don't, we have amazing financing to where our financing will be able to get you started as well. Our financing, as far as I've seen, everybody gets approved with our financing, as far as I've seen. So like there was somebody yesterday where his credit score was literally a 520 is what I heard. And he literally got approved. And I was like, that's incredible. So yeah, and I want to be clear. The guy, I can let me if I add this to the stage, not this guy, but where is he at? This guy right here. They look like the same guys. They're both bald with white beards. This guy right here actually got financing from us. And so guess what? He, with his financing, our AI makes him more money than what he has to pay. Even on bad months, he's making more money than he has to pay for the financing that he got. And so that's the cool thing about it. So even with the financing, our software is making him that plus some extra money. And so this isn't something where you have to think like, man, can I afford it? Whatever. The way it's broken down between the financing and then also the way the money that our software has. And again, I have to speak historically, so I don't get in trouble. But the way that historically it's been making being able to bless people. Don't get in your head about. Look, I want y'all to think like this. Don't think how much is it. Think how much do I want to make. That's the difference between someone who has a mindset of wealth versus a mindset of scarcity and a mindset of fear. This is nothing you have to be afraid of. And so anyway, that's that. So yeah, just think about how much you want to make. And let's say maybe you're not able to start off making that much. You can gradually add more money to your account, not even from your own pocket. As the AI makes you more money, you can take that money, or you can let your account grow. So, I mean, that's even what I'm doing for my account. Like when my account makes money, I just take a little bit out. So that way I'm gradually allowing my account to grow. Because once my account is at $50,000, now we're not talking about, making, 4,000 on a bad month, 15,000 on a good month. Now we're talking making 20,000 on a bad month, 15,000 on a bad month, 40,000 on a great month, 50,000 on a great month. And so that's one of the things that I'm working with our members, is that they can allow their own personal brokerages accounts to grow as the AI is making them more money. So that way it'll make them even more money than the money has been making them. If I explain. All right, cool. All right, Jim King says, oh, it's coming, talking about universal basic income. It's coming. The 2030s is when you'll see it in full effect. Many people are going to be in a permanent underclass. That's literally what they're about to do, y'all. That's what's coming down the pipeline. And it's very scary. Very scary. When it comes to UBI, when do you think it will be in effect? In 3 to 5 years? I personally believe if it's UBI, because they're discussing different things, whatever it is, I believe, what is it? It's 2026 right now. I think it'll be between 2030 and between 2030 and 2035. Like I really don't think it's gonna really even be past 2032. It might happen before 2030, but I'm trying to be conservative, because as y'all know, the technology isn't just getting better, it's getting better faster. Like the rate in which it's getting better is increasing drastically. And so someone said AI is taking over, so that the next step will be robotics. Yeah, so robotics are already here. What's happening now is they're adding AI into robots. So the robots are essentially AI now. So when we say AI, we're not even just talking about, I mean, even in the cars, in the self-driving cars, they're adding AI in the cars. And I don't mean just as a chat bot. I mean AI that's visibly seeing the road and seeing what's happening. I don't know if you all know this. Please look this up if y'all think what I'm about to say is a joke. Do you know self-driving cars outperform humans? self-driving cars are actually 96% safer than driving inside of a human vehicle. If there were as many self-driving cars on the road and as many humans on the road, out of 100 accidents, only 4 of them will be caused by self-driving cars, and the other 96 by humans. So if that's the case for cars, a vehicle that weighs thousands of pounds, where software and AI is able to make a decision faster and better than humans, imagine what's about to happen to every other industry in space. And so, and again, I'm not here to fearmonger. That's not my thing. I'm here really to set people up for success, to make sure we're good to go. So anyway, let's get back to it. Someone said, "What time is the demo for the software?" Okay, a few people said the link isn't working. All right, that's very strange. All right, so if the link isn't working for y'all, just do this for me. All you have to do is go to my Instagram and comment on my Instagram, on my Instagram or my stories, or yeah, on my Instagram. Just comment the word Gabby or life change. Gabby or life change. Gabby is spelled Gabby. Even if you misspell it Gabby, you could spell it like that. Either way, Gabby, and you'll get the link. It'll pop up in your DMs, or you can comment life change. Either one of those, and the link will go to you in your DMs. And it'll be a different version of this link that should be able to work for you. And so yeah, what it should look like, I'll show y'all really quickly. It's really simple. What it should look like, simply put, is just like this. It'll look just like this. When you click on it, it's very simple. It'll just bring you here, literally full name, phone number, email, and then you just put in how much, like whatever. And of course, depending on how much you're able to do, that determines how much you'll be able to make. You put that in, and then right after you put it in, like, you'll literally see like how fast it is. Like right after you put it in, it literally takes you to where you just schedule. And as y'all can see, a lot of the slots are already, it's not even a lot. Tomorrow, there's only 1 slot available. Friday, okay, there's a lot of availability for Friday. But these are gonna, of course, fill up too. So yeah, tomorrow's already basically filled up, except for just one of the slot times. So yeah, that's basically it. It's fairly simple. And so yeah, just go to my Instagram page and comment Gabby, and y'all will be able to see it. And the reason why you have to comment Gabby, you actually get a discount, because everybody who tuned in, you get a discount. So we just put it as Gabby as a trigger word, so that way we know that you tuned in specifically to this conversation, and you're able to get that discount. All right, super cool. All right, so what time is it? It's 9:32. All right, y'all, look. So we're gonna take a couple more questions, that we're gonna hop off. So Gabby, I want to ask you this question. Since you just you joined, and you've been seeing people make money, what's some of the biggest testimonials or biggest profits you've seen, whether testimonials you saw online or profits and losses screenshots you've seen in the community? What are some of the biggest numbers and biggest testimonies that you've seen so far?
I see 14,000, 15,000, 16,000. It was back to back. It was back to back for a period of 2 months. And honestly, the losses were really low. The risk management is amazing, which is really difficult to do in trading. And that for me was like the most impacting thing for me, because of course you not always are gonna win, but if the losses are so small that the next trade can profit 3 times what you lost and 3 times profit, that's what matters. Because I'm not gonna tell you like, yeah, we always make money. No, we have losses, but those wins, believe me,
Yeah.
they take over 3 times more. So that for me was the biggest testimonial from this person. It was 14, 16,000 in 1 month. I mean, who makes that?
Yeah.
What business
Incredible.
makes that? Because
Exactly.
you know how it is.
Exactly. I see Godzilla, you said you only mentioned profits, but I'm sure they're losing trades too. No one has 100% success rate. Hopefully at the end what really
No,
matters what
actually,
profits and
just
what loss.
mention.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I want to be clear for everybody. So great point, Godzilla. When I mention people are profiting, they're profiting 4,000, 8,000, 15,000. I am saying I'm talking about the profits they're making despite the losses. So yeah, losses are happening. But like Gabby said, so the way that it works for those that are familiar with trading and even those that aren't, specifically, so our technology, we're launching the Forex side, the crypto side, all of that soon. But for right now, it is doing options. So it can be in trades, and excuse me, it's not about it doing options. We're doing swing trading because I'll be real, our technology is not that good predictive when it comes to day trading. Day trading is a little too volatile. So
Sorry.
it's easier for it to make longer term predictions. And so that being said, that's one point. The other point is that we have risk mitigation built into our software. So it's automatically, it won't allow the losses to be anywhere near like what the profits are. So there's risk mitigation that's already built into our software. And so yeah, so there will be losses, but again, it's because it's swing trading. What we're accumulating for are the larger wins that are happening despite the losses. So someone's account, like they might in one contract, they might be down 800, 1,600, $2,000, but then in these other ones will pop for $6,000. So
Exactly.
what does it matter? Okay, we lost $1,000 or $1,500 over here, but we made $6,000 from this right here. And so yeah, so there's losses, but it's one of those things where the wins are significantly larger than the losses, to where in the grand scheme of things it doesn't matter. But yeah, I do want to be clear. It's a good that you bring this up, because I guess it could come off to someone who knows trading or who doesn't know trading. I guess it could come off as if I'm saying like, oh, there's no losses. What I'm saying is that there are profits even in spite of the losses. The profits rise far and above. But that is a good point to mention. So thank you for that. Someone asked, can you get financing for more than 15,000? Yeah, we have people that have gotten financing for 37,000. Our financing, technically, I think it goes up to $47,000, 47,500. So yeah, you can get financing for much more than, most people do financing for more than 15,000. I don't even think I've seen somebody do finance for 15,000. I think everyone does financing between like 20 and 30,000 on average. Like literally, as I was sitting here, I'm gonna cover up the person's name, but literally as I was sitting here, try to cover her name up. I might just cover everybody's name up on the left. Yeah. All right. Hopefully that covers their names up. So y'all can see the red one at the top. That's one that just came in. And that's for 20, I think 24,000, 25,000 or something like that. Yeah, $25,000 that just came in. That's financing. That person did financing. So yeah, it goes above 15,000, because we don't charge nothing that's no $25,000. So that person did financing, straight up. And so yeah, good question. And so if that's somebody that's here in the chat that just joined or signed up, shouts out to you. And so anyway, all right, we get to a couple more questions, then we got to wrap up. Hey, I love it. I love the engagement. I love the questions, all of that good stuff. Someone said, does the funding automatically get deposited into your account if approved? No. So we can't do that. We actually have to send you the money. So when you get specifically the money that you're going to use to fund your account, we have to send you the money, and you have to put it into your own brokerage account. Our team walks you through doing that, though. The reason why we have to do that, and this is why the brokerage accounts we use, they're very secure. The only way you can get money from your account, it has to be the same money. It has to be the same account that you put the money into initially, meaning that it has to come, like, we have to give you the money so that way you can put the money into your own account. So that way, when you make your money, you make profits, and you want to go ahead and withdraw that money into your bank account, it has to be the same bank account that added the money to that account. So we make sure that our hands are not on nothing. We guide you with putting the money in your account. So that way you're secure, because the platforms are very secure when it comes to the brokerage platforms. So yeah, when you do the financing, let's say you do it for 25, 30, 40,000, whatever. In those situations with you funding your account, we'll be able to literally we give you that portion for you to fund your account, and yeah, from there, you know, everything is rocking and rolling. Good question. DZ said compound interest. Exactly. Swiss Cheese says, so the initial investment should be 10 to 15K to fund the account, then pay $9.99 per month after that. Yeah. So it's $1,000 a month after that. Up front, now there is a investment fee. Up front, the investment fee that most members actually pay to get access is $15,000. So the same person that made $15,000, the other person that made $14,000 their first months, they made their investment back the first month. So actually, within the first 3 weeks.
Yes, that's something I wanted to clarify. The 10K investment, the most likely is that the first month you get it back. The first or second month maximum.
Yeah. So historically, again, I have to say historically,
exactly. Like,
historically, people have gotten, now, mind you, it's not 15K anymore. And like Gabby said, she mentioned 10K, but actually, those of y'all that use her link, or if you comment Gabby on my page and you use that link, you actually get $3,000 off the 10,000, so where it's literally just 7K. And again, we have financing that can cover all of that, so you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, so if y'all want to save 3K, make sure y'all use her link, and make sure you use it quickly though, because this is something, it's not like we're not gonna keep this up, because obviously more people,
me right now.
yeah, because basically more people are gonna come in and watch this YouTube video, so we can't give that offer to everybody. So I will say this, what I will say is, so we have it set to where it's set to a limited amount of people that can get access to that. So click on it, use it. Like, I'll say this: if it reached that capacity and you talk to a team member and it's no longer 10K, do not be mad at me that you took too long, or it's no longer 7K. Don't be mad at me that you took too long. So that's why I'm telling y'all, go ahead and jump on it so y'all can take advantage of it, because it's set to where there's a limited amount that are able to take advantage of that discount, to where it's 7K. Again, most members pay 15K for access. And, you know, historically, everyone's made their investment back between either the first month or the second and third month. And then after that, it's just, you know, obviously just straight profit, just straight chicken that people are making. And so I'm going to tell y'all, it's like, y'all know I've been helping people get in tech. The reason why I'm talking about this so heavily is that when someone does a boot camp, when someone pays for a boot camp to get in tech, let's say they pay for a boot camp that costs $8,000, $10,000, $15,000. It's going to take them 3 to 6 months of studying before they even start interviewing for a job. And then on average, it takes the average person another 3 to 6 months to land a job. So we're talking a span of, if we're talking a really short boot camp, we're saying, okay, 3 months from now, that person might get their job. But in most cases, with most people, especially because of the market, we're really talking about 9 months to a year. So that person paid that money and they don't start to see any return on investment unless they get a job. And that's 9 months to a year later on average. And so the beautiful thing about this, and this is why I love this so much, is that this is something where people start making money back the same month, the same week in many occasions. And so that's why I'm talking about this so much over tech careers. Tech careers are still great, especially AI engineering. Gabby herself is studying AI engineering right now. And so it's still great, but it's just that when you compare apples to oranges, I mean, do both if you can, but if you're going to compare apples to oranges, nothing beats something you can invest in and you start making your money back like right away. And it doesn't require education, doesn't require work. It's 100% passive. And so that's why this is something we've been really putting people onto.
Plus, we have to understand that 7 streams of income are the goal. So the most streams of income, the better.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yes, comma, I'm about to wrap up with this interview in 10 minutes. Actually, we need to wrap up now. My bad. I'm going to speed it up. Somebody said, "My God, my goodness, she's beautiful." Yeah, Gabby is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I see someone saying, "Okay, no more 3 tiers, just 1 tier." So look, the other options are available. So if you want to do something else, just DM me and let me know, or just schedule and speak with a team member and tell them that you want to do one of the other options. It's just what I'm so look. If you want credit repair and you want credit repair funding, all of that stuff, that's there. You could do that. If you want to do the lower entry tier, that's totally fine, 100%. It's just what I'm talking about. I'm about to come on here and tell people to do something where it's like, hey, you're gonna make $100, 150, maybe $200 a
Exactly.
week. Yeah, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying if I'm gonna talk about something, I'm gonna talk about like the thing that's gonna have major impact. And so, but no, the other options are they're just there. You can literally speak with our team member. They'll get you set up when it comes to that as well. The credit repair, all of that stuff is there. All of that's a part of it. The credit repair is included even at the highest level. So at the highest level, you can get the credit repair. All right, someone said, is that the TradePilot link? Because some reason both Chrome and Safari not working. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, please just go to my Instagram page and comment. Just comment Gabby. Yeah, and it should work for you. I mean, I don't know. It's working with me. I don't know what's going on. So someone said, so there's no onboarding fee. Yeah, there is. So again, the onboarding fee, my bad. I guess I'm probably reading these comments late. Yeah, I'm reading these comments late. So I'm gonna skip past anything I already just answered. All right, cool. Are you guys partnering with wealth builders? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're partnered in the sense that they're the ones that are doing the credit repair, the funding, all of that, but you can get access to it through us. It's just we're not customer support for them. They run in customer support. That's their whole thing. All right. If you applied and you haven't heard anything back yet, if you haven't heard anything back yet, I mean, I would say reach out to Ty. Because I mean, ain't nothing I could do. I would just end up hitting him up myself. I would just say reach out to him. What brokers do y'all use? We use primarily Webull. Our software works with Alpaca. It works with Robinhood. It works with IBKR. It works with a bunch of different brokerage platforms. But the one that we use primarily is Webull. So people financing to pay the monthly fee and invest in the account. Yes, so not the monthly. No one's financing to pay for the monthly because that's something separate. Like people basically are financing like the upfront and or the amount to fund their account. That's what people are generally financing. The monthly, I don't even think there's a way to you don't have to finance the monthly because the software itself is covering the monthly. And so did you say it sounds like a great opportunity? Yeah, no, it's fire. It's fire. Someone said, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Oh, yeah, sidetracked with her beauty. Okay, super cool. You said, what course is she doing for AI engineering? So she's actually doing my AI engineering course. So I'm in collaboration with a senior AI engineer by the name of Nova. He's the lead instructor. And so he's a multiple time AI founder. He's worked as an AI engineer at a few different tech companies. So he's the instructor of the program. I lead the career part, the part when it comes to LinkedIn, resume, cover letter, interview chops, all that stuff. And we bring on different recruiters and people as well. But yeah, she's doing our AI engineering program. And so that's why Gabby, that's a huge part of the reason why Gabby trusted TradePilot, because she's known me for years. She's seen my passion for getting people in tech. She sees my passion for helping people make money with TradePilot, all of that. So that was why it was something that just made total sense for her. And so very grateful for her coming on here and sharing. And listen, y'all, we're doing a testimony every single week because we have a lot of members that are making money. And literally we already have six other interviews lined up. So every week y'all are going to see a new person coming on here. I don't know the rest of them. Gabby's the only one that I know. And the rest of them are going to come up here sharing their testimony, sharing their stories, all that good stuff. All right, cool. No, someone said with the AI engineering, is it guaranteed that you get a job? Yeah, what'd you say, Gabby?
Nothing is guaranteed. It's like you go to college and you're like, hey, if I get this degree, I'm guaranteed to get a job. It's up to you.
Yeah. Look, y'all, I told y'all, Gabby, because she came from Venezuela not knowing English, and she had to teach herself English in America. had to hustle and bustle and go from cleaning and dealing with the drama and mistreatment and things that I'm not at liberty to share. A lot of stuff she went through. When I met her, she told me straight up, she said, I don't get you Americans, and y'all just want things easy and handed to you. so I already know her mindset right now. She's like, is it guaranteed? You gotta hustle for that.
Nothing is guaranteed in life. Everything is air. But yes, like honestly, it's amazing course, but it's not like any other career that you're gonna do in any college, anywhere. Nothing is guaranteed. It's up to you. What I can tell you, I cannot. We TradePilot is not something that we're gonna say yes. You're gonna be make this amount of money. We just telling you it's worth it to try. It's a worth investment for somebody who lost hundreds of thousands of dollars on different investments. This is the one that I can say is bringing me the best results and the shortest time, because anything else was headaches, no passive income, and actually not worth it. If I can go back and take the money from the investment, I would do it. But since we cannot do that, just now,
Yeah.
I'm glad that with this, I can recover all the money that I lost before.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And so, look, y'all, that's basically it. Look, y'all know what it is. The link is there in the description. If you're having any trouble with it, just go to my Instagram, comment Gabby on my Instagram. And of course it'll y'all know how it works with the automations. It'll shoot you the DM. And if it ain't working for you in the DMs, let me know. I'll jump in there with you and I'll see if I just need to give you a different link or if something else is going on. Either way, we'll make sure that you're set up for success.
Also, if you have any questions, you can go to my Instagram and talk to me if you want more like another perspective from the third person, that I'm as an investor. If you want any perspective, you can hit me up anytime. And if you don't want to talk to Cyrus, I am here also available to clear you guys' doubts.
Yeah, no, and Junior Jarvis asked, probably the last question I'm gonna answer. He says, to recap, 10,000 onboarding fee and 1,000 a month afterwards with no profit split. Yeah, y'all, great news. No profit split if those of y'all missed it. So yeah, no profit split. It's just the one, yeah, just the 1K a month. And yeah, and also if you use her link, it's not 10,000, it's just 7,000. So that's why you want to make sure you use it, because it lets us know that you tuned in. And the reason why we're able to do that is because it saves our team time to where they can talk to more people. Because obviously, if they're talking to someone that didn't watch these types of interviews, then they usually have to answer a lot more questions. But when they basically prioritize people who use her link because they're like, oh, wow, this person. Okay, cool. All right. So now we know that we can just kind of explain some high level things, confirm a few things, and then we'll go ahead and get the person onboarded. So go ahead and use her link. So that way you can save yourself some chicken. Again, most people joined at $15,000. So literally you'll be paying with her link, you'll be paying less than half of what other people paid. And then after that, it's just 1K a month. And so you guys she paid a lot more. And so, so thank you, Gabby, for coming on, sharing your story. Again, y'all, Gabby has never done this before. This was really a vulnerable thing for her to come on and talk about this. I want to thank all of y'all in the comments for being mature, for being respectful, for not, because y'all know how social media it is. People could be very degrading. People could treat someone like they're not a human and not see the human that did something, that had a past where they did something. And so thank y'all so much for being mature in the comment section. Much love to y'all. That says a lot about y'all. And yeah, and also, congratulations to everybody who's joined. I'm seeing different alerts with with people joining, or maybe this is the team onboarding people. This might not even be y'all. I don't know. But anyway, shouts out to those of y'all that are getting started. Look forward to seeing y'all. And also for those of y'all that join, listen, make sure you tune in to the session tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be teaching truly how to scale with being a millionaire within TradePilot. It's nothing that costs money to our members. We're literally showing our members how leveraging our AI, how they can set themselves up for success to truly become millionaires with our technology. And so, so for those of y'all that join, make sure you tune in tomorrow night. It's going to be private. This ain't going to be something for social media because it's just for, and what we call them, we call our members passengers. We call them our passengers. because again, our technology is TradePilot AI. So we call our members passengers, and we have them broken up on the very, very low tier. Those are our general passengers, just like boarding. There are general passengers. And then members that are making the bigger money, we call them our first class passengers. And depending on how much you have your account funded at, you're either a bronze passenger, silver passenger, gold, platinum, diamond. And so, and that usually highlights how much money you're making every month, or at least how much you have funded. So anyway, that being said, so I look forward to those of y'all that are going to be joining us as passengers. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for some of the gems that we're going to be giving. Taj, I told y'all my business partner, Ty is a multi-millionaire. He's been making money since before I even thought about making money. And he teaches business strategy for those of you that have business. He teaches everything when it comes to business, how to really blow your business up and be successful, because everything he touches turns into a multi-million-dollar business. And so, yeah, that being said, very excited to see those of y'all that join. Again, thank you, Gabby, so much for being on here. And make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Love y'all so much. Y'all have a blessed night.